Hello, welcome to step 2 of element 1, your Evergreen lead magnet customer journey. The key to a perfect customer journey is to understand your sales lead's buying intent and also trying to anticipate their future buying intent, so you can create content that delivers the right buyer's journey with the right messaging at the right time that solves the right problems, which makes it very clear that your product or service is going to be the only solution that they will ever need. To make this possible, we provide an Evergreen Ascension path. This allows us to anticipate your sales lead's next logical steps and remove as many friction points as possible to create a clear path for generating new sales leads that can be converted into profitable sales. By making your lead magnet evergreen, we can add in new content at any point in time to make sure that your sales leads are always returning back to your lead magnet and consuming its content. This plays a significant part in establishing your product or service awareness, especially in the early stages of your sales lead's purchasing process. Which means the faster you can establish your trust and authority, the more likely they are to return back when they're ready to purchase. The Evergreen Lead Magnet customer journey is simply the continuation of your lead magnet, which contains the start of the introduction to the core features and benefits of your product or service. As your sales leads come to know you, trust you, and believe in what you say is true, this is where you start introducing the key emotional selling triggers that make up your ideal client's buying journey. They don't actually know much about your product or service at this early stage of entering into your sales funnel, but they are consuming your content, which means they are interested in learning more. This allows you to connect your product or service to your sales leads' end desired results that they're searching for. If your sales leads do not resonate with your content at this point, they will unsubscribe and simply go away. This is another perfect way of filtering out the time wasters or the digital friends who are never going to purchase from you anyway. And this is why the Evergreen Lead Magnet customer journey is so powerful. The more sales leads that you can get to consume your lead magnet customer journey, the faster you're going to be able to see if your lead magnet is working. If you find that your sales leads are not consuming your content, then you know that there's a problem with your lead magnet. And we show you how to fix this within element 3, your conversion focal points. But if your sales leads are consuming your content, then you have the proof that you need to know that your lead magnet is working and your sales funnel is going to be successful. And once your lead magnet customer journey content is resonating with your new sales leads, the greater your chances are of converting them into ideal buying clients. The sales leads who keep coming back to your content for a second, a third, or a fourth time are more likely to buy because they have started to trust you and build a relationship with you, which means your product or service starts to become more familiar to them. An Evergreen Lead Magnet customer journey is highly effective for 3 reasons. 1, it offers more unexpected and immediate value to your sales leads, and it continues on with that Trojan horse effect. Because when your sales leads provide you with their email address and start consuming your lead magnet content, they will instantly appreciate that you put a lot of design effort in and created a lot of relevant content that is specific to their search requirements and the end desired result that they require. As they start to consume your content, they keep learning more and more. They quickly learn that you understand their situation and want to help and offer guidance. 2, it invites repeated usage. It's no secret that the more a sales lead interacts with your brand, your content, and your product or service, the more likely they are to become an ideal buying client. The problem with many standard lead magnets is that the sales leads interact with the content once and never have a reason to return back to it. However, by offering an Evergreen Lead Magnet customer journey that's connected to an email responder campaign, retargeted advertising, all your blogs, your webinars, well, that changes everything. All of your surrounding content is specifically designed to get your sales leads back into your buyer's journey, so it helps to persuade them to accept the fact that your product or service is the only solution they require. 3, it's evergreen. We all know how important it is to update old content or create content on a regular basis. Old content that is no longer relevant to your sales leads will create a negative first impression. The majority of your sales leads will notice the date your content was created, and they will notice if you are posting on a regular basis. This creates a first impression that you have lost interest and no longer care. You need to be seen as a company who is creating new content on a regular basis and wanting to interact with your social environments. Part of having an evergreen lead magnet is that you get the opportunity to ensure it remains relevant, educational, and interesting at all times for your sales leads. The growth funnel journey connects your evergreen lead magnet content journey to specific conversion focal points within your entire sales funnel, which allows you to influence your sales leads on specific subjects that will be presented to them at a later date. For example, if you wanted to launch a new webinar on a specific subject, then we would make it possible for you to go back into your evergreen lead magnet customer journey and enter in new content that starts to plant the seeds of this webinar and its specific subject. Therefore, when it's time to launch your webinar and send out the registration emails, your sales leads will be wanting to attend because they've already been pre-sold on the importance of how the specific webinar subject will help them achieve more desired results. This also means that you can send out polite notifications to your whole community, letting them know that you've added in new content into your lead magnet. This is a very non-intrusive way of selling without selling, because once they return to your lead magnet to read this new content that is both educational and related to the solution that they're interested in, they're going to rediscover your lead magnet's customer journey content that starts to influence the emotional selling triggers again that impacts their buying behaviors. When your sales leads have consumed your evergreen lead magnet customer journey content, they're in a discovery stage and wanting to consume relevant information that's going to help them in their purchasing decisions. At this point, your sales leads may have only just started to search for a solution to their particular problem, which means you need to develop trust and establish yourself as an expert. Your content needs to help your business stand out and get noticed. Your goal is to pre-qualify your sales leads by helping them understand that your product or service is a good fit for them, but you also want to know if they're a good fit for you. It's time to make the ask. The average customer needs to be offered a sale up to 40 times before they start getting ready to purchase. This is why your evergreen lead magnet customer journey gives your sales leads clear opportunities to purchase as soon as they are ready. And if at any point they have questions, you make it very easy for them to contact you, which means your evergreen lead magnet customer journey is always delivering the right message at the right time to the right sales leads and solves the right problem, which makes it very clear that your product or service is going to be the only solution that they will ever need, which in turn makes your sales leads sit up, take notice, and begin to see you as the only company that can solve their problems. Which brings us onto your sales leads buying journey. In the next video, we will move on to step 3 in element 1, which is all about thinking about your content in a different way. See you in the next video.